And Alberto Demora, defensive tackle, is Jaden Swift. Jared Partridge is the inside linebacker, along with Miles Gibson, Carson Miller, and Philadelphia Collins as well. 3 cornerbacks, Nate Headslip, King Rashid, Cameron Shaw, Daniel Wright, Travis Arthur, the rookie, and Ricky Thornton are the safeties. It's Jackson fires over the middle, pass once again, complete to Weston over to the 29-yard line for the first down.
And the first really impressive throw of what will be many this season for Ashley Jackson. In the narrow little window, still hits him in stride. You're kidding me. Well done.
I'm not kidding. As Moses takes the carry, his second carry, and he's off to the races and into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona.
He broke the plane with the pigskin.
29-yard rushing touchdown by DJ Moses on carry number 1. Look at Santo Rivera, the rookie fullback, throwing a great block out there, and that's all he needed. It was a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And with 9:21 to go in the first quarter, Cliff Allen to try the extra point is up and good. Arizona takes the 7-0 lead. Tulsa 7.5-point underdogs at home.
Well, just like that, Tulsa Collins got to get ready and try and put some points on the board. Arizona showing some dangerousness about themselves here on that first drive.
Return by one of the best returners in league history. Gabriel Manning goes out to the 26-yard line. And for the Desperados, JQ comes out at quarterback, and Q, he threw 12 touchdowns, but unfortunately for him, he also threw 30 interceptions. Played a big part of why the overall turnover margin was minus 17. Ow. Yes, you heard that correctly.
Ouch.
Douglas Brown is the halfback. Stephen McMichaels is the fullback, and Douglas Brown's first carry, he picked up 3,000 yards throughout his minor league career with 2 different teams, Albuquerque and Boise. And his first major league carry goes for 5 yards, 2nd and 5.
Bringing his wares to the show, as they say, right, Colin? Indeed.
Indeed. As Q comes out with 3 wide receivers, we'll introduce you to the rest of the offense besides him and Brown in a moment. Split backs. 7-step drop for Q. Downfield he goes, and it's knocked in the air and incomplete. Eddie Gage with the deflection. And the rest of the Arizona defense goes as follows. Shad Allen comes over from Portland. He's the strong safety. Everett Garrison, Iverson Gamble, and Parker Thomas are the corners. Sean Moore and Joey Tropicana are the linebackers. Defensive tackles, the new addition is Hunter Norwood from Jacksonville. D.D. Sachs, Mark Mello, and Alex Constantine along the front for Arizona. This is a 3rd and 5. Q out to Corey Jones, and he gets it for a first down to the 39. And along with Corey Jones, and of course Gabriel Manning, DJ Hume and Sonzo Robinson, last year's starting tailback, moves out to wide receiver. But Q's first completion goes to Jones. And Corey Jones, who had 64 grabs for 643 yards and 2 touchdowns last season, grabs his first catch of season 18. Offset back is Brown. Q with another pass over the middle, slant caught. That is Jason France, the tight end. He's one of 2. Jim Copeland Jr., who was acquired via free agency after spending his first year in the league with Denver. Hauled that one in. France had over 500 yards on just 45 catches last
Wow.
year. 1st and 10 from the 46. Split backs. 3 wide. Hughes' pass is caught for a 4-yard pickup. And it's Corey Jones again. 2nd and 6. Tackle made by number 42, I believe, Parker Thomas. Now they spread them out. They go 4 wide with Brown the single back. And they'll give to Douglas Brown, and Doug squirts up the middle for a pickup of maybe 1. Hunter Norwood on the stop. Third and 4 from the Arizona 40-yard line. Stephen McMichaels checks back into the fullback spot. He'll lead the way for Douglas Brown, but he runs right into Joey Tropicana and Sean Moore. Stopped at the line for no gain. It'll be 4th down from the Arizona 40.
And that's going to put an end to that drive for the Desperados, Colin. Looking good until they got into the plus side of the field, am I wrong?
Yeah, they just couldn't convert that 3rd down situation. Punt is away to TJ Punk. He lets this go, and oh, the gunner couldn't handle it. As he slides in the end zone, that'll be a touchback. Here's Ashley Jackson. There's a look at her career numbers. Over 21,000 yards passing. 131 career touchdowns. She played for this team, the Desperados, to start her career, so it's a bit of a homecoming for her. As Moses is stopped in the backfield for a loss of 1 by Chris Andrews. There's Ryan Owens. Number 10. This is his 3rd team. As Jackson's almost intercepted by Cameron Shaw. Pass intended for Owens. And just to finish that thought up on Ryan, this is his 4th year in the league, first with the Scorpions after coming from San Diego. Before that, he broke in with the St. Louis Gladiators.
Indeed.
And the Scorpions will go with 5 wide against a dime defense. 6 defensive backs on the field for the Desperados. Jackson takes the snap, fires down the field, caught on the post cut by Ryan Owens.
It's another dime. She's thrown over the middle, fairly deep. Color me impressed. There's another look at it.
Another post cut right in front of Shaw, but Ricky Thornton there immediately to clean up the mess. And
if you think about it, that window was open for just a second before the second defender arrived.
Thornton had over 100 tackles last year for Tulsa, and he shows why there. Jackson play fake, fires it out, complete to Jay Hayden. No, that's Weston rather. Number 83.
If you're new to the SFL, the Simulation Football League combines traditional sports, esports, and a role-playing game into one. Team strategies are being executed in real time by our simulations as real-life players compete on the virtual gridiron. For more information about the SFL, visit our website at www.simulationfl.net. The SFL, we put the fan in fantasy.
Jay Hayden is the assistant head coach to Eddie Gage off the field as DJ Moses makes a nice spinning catch. He caught 93 balls last year on 96 targets. Incredible efficiency for a tailback.
Holy smoke. Part of the good hands team, right? Allstate called. We'll take a message. Get back to you.
Indeed.
Yeah, a little crowding at the line there.
She'll blitz, but back out of it. Jackson will swing it out in the flat. This is Rivera, the fullback.
Oh.
And he's a yard short of the mark. He'll get down to 36. Miller on the tackle.
As listeners to this broadcaster over the seasons know very well, big fan of the spin move, but in that case, needed to just dive for the sideline and pick up the first down. Throws in that spinny hitch and gets stoned.
Now they line up Hayden in the backfield along with the fullback, and Moses gets the ball. Third man through the hole and picks up the first down.
Moses gets the ball and the glory as they move the chains.
.327 and counting to go in the first quarter.
That's Moses the second. Did you notice that? Moses 2. Deuce Moses. Am I allowed to give people nicknames? I probably don't like that.
Here's Jackson, slant over the middle, dropped. Dropped on the play.
You know, I think that was a case of sneaking a peek at the lumber that was coming and got in the way of executing the catch.
D. Rose. Trying to haul that one in. Bunch formation to the bottom of your picture. Play action again
Hard
for Jackson.
Fake.
Wide open is Will Todd, and that's easy pitch and catch. For the first down to the 21, he gets knocked out of bounds with 3:06 as Philadelphia Collins escorts him to the chalk.
Well, the Rick meter is taking note of the progress Arizona seems to be able to make against the Tulsa defense. Of course, Tulsa's only had the ball one time, but we'll get a preliminary reading from the Rick meter sometime in the second quarter.
5 wide again, trips to the top. There are the early numbers for Jackson. She's already at 106 yards and 10 of 12 passing. Here's attempt number 13, and this is incomplete.
As the rush gets home.
Alberta Demora for Tulsa was right in her lap.
Kind of a surprise, mostly for Ashley. She hasn't been under a lot of pressure. There was a hurry earlier in the possession. But she's been able to be fairly comfortable.
Here's Jackson, gives to Moses. Moses spins inside, and he'll pick up yardage down to the 16. See the numbers there for Brown. Just a little over 2 yards to carry. And just a handful of attempts. 2 carries, according to our statisticians, keeping track of the facts and figures to make it smart. Three wide receivers, 2 to the bottom. 1 isolated to the top. Here's to get to Moses on a dive. Spin move inside. Gets down to the 8. It'll be first and goal.
Yeah, he does put food on the table with that spin move. Not going to lie.
There's a look at the hole opening up. Patrick Kelly, the guard, came over in free agency. Blocked for a 3,000-yard passer last year. Was primarily a tackle, but moved inside to guard on that left side of the offensive line to help protect Jackson, who was the least sacked quarterback in the league at 13.
Paying dividends, obviously, with that move.
But Moses goes up the middle. He gets to the 4.
You know, having some dividend-paying stocks in your personal portfolio, at least a component, is a good way to build wealth over time. Not lying about that either.
Indeed. Ricky Thornton had 108 tackles last year, had 5 interceptions, which led the team. He's dangerous if he gets the ball anywhere near him.
Close to breaking the plane. Let's see where they spot him, Colin.
Well, they spotted him at the 2, and Miles Gibson is down. Miles Gibson was hurt trying to make the tackle, and you just hate to see this, especially for a guy.
Let's see here. Sorry, Colin, I interrupted you.
And Miles Gibson had 117 tackles, and looks like he just got tangled up with the fullback Rivera there. The end. Last season. Had 9 pass deflections, 6 TFLs. Was number 10 in the SFL at tackles. His loss will be felt, but they have a rookie there. So replace him as Moses gets to the goal line, but not in. It'll be 4th and goal.
Look at the closing speed there by the linebacker.
And here is Cliff Allen on for the field goal attempt. 26 out of 28 last year for a percentage of almost 93%. This one is no more than the length of an extra point. But as we saw earlier in the game between London and Baltimore, even PATs are no guaranteed here, and this is just about that length. Let's see if the line blocks. And they do. From 17, it's good, and Arizona is now in front 10-0 with 49 seconds to go in the first.
Well, 2 possessions, 2 scores. As you said, 10-0. Tulsa now feeling a little bit of pressure. Still a lot of game to play. Oh, there's their first comment or cliche.
That was a 16-play, 79-yard drive. Mostly passing, 6 of 9 for 60 yards. This drive started from their 20. Gabriel Manning with some nice moves on the return gets up to the 27. The Desperados still trying to find their sea legs a little bit.
Hey, who's excited for that St. Louis-Las Vegas game? Raise a show of hands. Yeah, right here. Yeah, got a couple here in the booth. A lot of compelling matchups over the weekend to start the season off right, Colin.
Yeah, we had double bye weeks, so we'll still play the same number of weeks. Games 12, except there'll be 14 weeks now as Manning holds it wide open on the outcut and rumbles upfield for about 15 yards to the fort.
Q throws the pump fake in there, maybe trying to shake somebody loose deep, but not happening. And look who's all by the lonesome over there.
Eddie Gage and Everett Garrison combining on the stop.
2 scoops.
It's a 1st and 10. Clock running. That season, Gabriel Manning, 81 receptions on 116 targets. Here's Douglas Brown on the carry, his best run of the day. He picks up 6 yards, and he made that look easy.
Was stopped with a bit of aggression there, but good-looking hole. Hats off to the Desperado line on that one.
JQ took 40 sacks last year. So far, he hasn't been pressured. As we reach the end of the first quarter, it's 10-0. You're watching the SFL presented by APM Music on Next Level Sports. Welcome back to Tulsa, Oklahoma and Greenwood District Stadium. The hometown Desperados down 2 scores, 10-0, but add the ball and on the move. Jason France with an incredible catch in tight coverage there. Joey Tropicana on the stop, but not before first down is made.
Nice play. I think this might equal their deepest threat from their first possession, Colin. Let's see if they can improve those Desperados on this.
6 of 7 for 57 yards. It's Q.
Looking long.
Looking to add to that total, but instead he throws an interception. It's picked off by Everett Garrison. He tried to go for Manning, but instead...
It looks like that was underthrown, buddy. Oh, yeah. Little underthrown. Needed to air it out, probably. Did Mr. Q. So Arizona's getting their third possession here.
8 carries for Moses on the day so far. As Jackson will swing it out. This is to Owens, and he cradles it. As Miles Gibson will be out for the rest of this game with a hyperextended elbow. That's the miracle of SFL medicine, folks. Hyperextended elbow? Yeah, he'll be back next week. Second and 7 from the 16. Less than a minute into the quarter. Jackson changes to play 2 tight ends on either side. She swings it out to DJ Moses. Has blocked from Owens, and he picks up a first down.
Wow. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. They're having real success there. They're not with those hitches over there, Colin. They're just not being covered.
Nice spin to the inside to create a little room. Now they're out to the 28, their own 28, first and 10. Here's Jackson. Swings it out to Rivera in the flat, and he picks up 4 yards. Vera had 4 catches for 25 yards on 16 targets in SFLM for San Jose. Be used here a little more readily by Arizona as Moses is tackled in the backfield for a loss of yardage.
Got to be one of the few stops placed on Moses so far, right, Colin?
3rd and 7 for Arizona.
Uh-oh.
And a throw down the middle, caught. It's TJ Punk. First time we called his name as a wide receiver, and the big guy goes up and grabs it.
Man, that's, by my count, the third really nice completion deep over the middle for Arizona and Ashley and her receivers. Yikes. And that's going to, if they can continue to do that, Colin, obviously, here's the gratuitous or obvious comment. That passing game keeps working. The running game will also keep working.
Jackson in the gun. Looking to add to her total. She completes another one there. This one to Will Todd for 4 yards.
Did you know? All right, so clearly a fan of Ashley Jackson's. Did you, if they would get a replay here, we're not. She had a little swagger there. She had the ball up in the ready position, above her shoulder, ready to go. Didn't see anybody. She dropped it down like, what else do I have? Picks it back up into the ready position and throws. I'm like, I've never seen that.
Power play to the right and tackle made on the play. Partridge, the rookie inside backer, according to TFL, back at the 46. 5 wide man coverage from the Desperados. Arizona with 3 wide receivers to the top. Here's Jackson back to throw. Fires. It's a corner route caught beautifully by Ryan Owens for the first down to the 22.
Wow, everything's working for Arizona.
No, that's Punk rather.
That's Punk. TJ Punk. Related to CM Punk at all? Don't know. Hashtag questions.
I don't know. He likes to keep it a secret. So we never-
I have a feeling if you're friends with CM Punk and you let it be known, then CM Punk's not going to be your friend anymore, right?
It depends. As the throw over the middle is complete, that is Rose. Once again, they're running 5 wide.
Let's go.
As Tulsa breaks their defensive huddle, they've got to be getting tired already here, and even though it's just in the second quarter.
Here's Moses up the middle, and oh, he almost scored, but he gets tackled at the 5. Nice little play up the middle. Nicely blocked by those one the ball. Patrick Kelly sprung him open.
It appears as though Arizona will put some kind of pointage on the board here with this, Colin. Let's get a check on DJ Moses' stats once they do that.
Gets the carry and he scores. Touchdown, Arizona.
Holy smoke. Oh, and here come the boos. Yikes. Hometown boos, never a good sign.
That's his second touchdown. He's now up to 63 yards.
There's another look at it.
Carries.
He's got a big ugly with him. I don't even know that the big ugly even needed to lay a hat on anybody.
Also see the receiving yards for Moses.
Yes.
Cliff Allen's extra point is up and good. 10:54, 5:54 to go in the first half.
And it's 3 for 3.
17-0 Arizona in front.
In the scorings department.
Cliff Allen to kick off to Gabriel Manning. Fielded at about the 2. Up the middle, makes a juke and gets knocked down at the 27.
Monday on Next Level Sports, the Simulation Football League has another doubleheader. Football action to kick off the league's 18th season. First, Florida visits San Diego, 2 teams that have plenty to prove before Jacksonville faces Portland for the first time. The celebration of the SFL's diversity honoring the great Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Coverage starts at 12:30 in the East. Visit NLSC.com. Find the Next Level Sports in your area.
Douglas Brown takes this carry for 2 yards up the middle, and so far the #1 overall draft choice not having the greatest of days. But it's still early.
It's still early. Plenty of game left to play. What's the first rule, Colin?
Don't panic.
Don't panic, everybody. Don't panic. You got to just focus on executing one play at a time, right? Everybody do their job.
Q over the middle, caught. And I believe, yes, that is caught by number 84, third string tight end Grayson.
Wow. You know, looking for people to make a play. You might think you're a little deep on the depth chart. They put you in. Make the play.
3 men in the backfield. Here's to get to Brown, and Douglas Brown showing off the speed.
It's a good-looking run. It just gets the edge. Kind of a simple end-around play, Colin.
Yeah, but they had more blockers than they had people. First and 10, Q, deep drop back. Going to the outcut, knocked down, incomplete. Let's go to Cameron Irvine and Mike St. Green for a game break. What do you got?
Thanks, Colin. Craziness, Mike, in Louisiana. Sioux Falls fumbles the opening kickoff, and then Tommy Utah does this on third down.
Yeah, Tommy Utah here, Cam, takes off on a scramble. Looked like he's going to score, but he slides short, comes up short on that play. 4th and inches, Louisiana decides to go for it, and Colin Hart, the ex-Sparrow, takes it in on a touchdown catch, and Louisiana's up 7-0.
Just wild. 7-0 Revolution. Back to Colin and Rick in Tulsa.
Wow, he did what? Slid short of the first down on third down on a scramble. Meanwhile, Douglas Brown hauls in the swing pass for 3 yards and 2nd and 10 to set up a 3rd and 7. And a go. Gun straight right here. Trips to the bottom. Man coverage across the board for Arizona. Q, quick drop
There you
back,
go.
fires it out to Jason France, and he hauls it in for the first down to the 38.
You know, Colin, as we're getting tick under 4 minutes here in the second quarter, wouldn't mind seeing Tulsa throw in a little no huddle or changing it up in some ways to try and put some stress on Arizona's D. They really need to get some points here before halftime. Am I wrong?
You're not wrong. So far, Q, 75 yards on 10 of 13.
What?
He does have the, no, it's 12 of 15 for 97 yards.
Whoa.
He does have the 1 pick.
Uh-oh.
That was updated in real time, and that was almost a real-time disaster. Sean Moore almost picked that off. It was bouncing around a couple of teal and white shirts. Both had opportunity to grab, but
A real-time disaster. You gotta trademark that thing. That's hilarious, Colin.
2nd and 10. 2 receivers to the top. Douglas Brown, the offset single back. And Q fires it out to Brown. He gets another catch on the drive, and he picks up yardage to the 31, but he does not get out of bounds.
I guess he thought he was going to pick up some more, but the sideline was right there, and we're going to tick at or under 3 minutes here now. As I said earlier, I'd like to see some more urgency out of Tulsa. I think that may help them.
3rd and 3 is throw over the middle. Is incomplete to Jason France, and looks like Brooke Beazle is going to come out to try the field goal attempt.
Did he just trip?
No, did she just trip? It's a girl.
I'm sorry, yes. She just tripped. All right, plus I'm still stuck on the fact that it was 3rd and 3 and they didn't run. 2 down territory. 2 plays to pick up 3 yards.
Her first career Major League field goal attempt. This is left hash.
Major League. It's a fastball from the center.
And this kick is no good.
Oh, no.
Off to the right slightly.
For goodness sakes. That's okay. They're going to need you later in the game.
So they were hoping for at least 3, but unfortunately...
Drifts just a little wide to the right, am I right? Am I right? I don't know why. I don't need affirmation. Forget you, people.
That ball just didn't want to draw back in.
No, it didn't, yeah. 0 draw. Man, if you can hit the golf ball with a draw, you are set for life.
Here's Jackson out of the shotgun. Ryan Owens tries to find the escape hatch, but he cannot. He still picks up 8 yards for his trouble, 2nd and 2.
You know, they say tennis for the first 50 years, golf for the second 50 years.
There's a look at Ryan Owens' numbers. Couple of grabs for 34 yards. According to our Stats and figures is tracked by Mark Mello and Jim Copeland.
Oh, there's a nice TFL.
Tackle for loss recorded on the play by number 54,
54.
Carson Miller. He just came
Now,
flying in.
I might be wrong, but is that the first TFL? I know there was a DJ Moses run that got stopped around the line of scrimmage.
2-minute warning. You're watching the SFL presented by APM Music on Next Level Sports. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Tulsa, Oklahoma. The visiting Scorpions firmly in control and front 17-0. And they convert this third down and 5 over the middle to 43, Will Todd.
Fourth over the middle completion for a first down for Ashley Jackson. Hey, coming up on the APM Music Halftime Report, Cameron Irvine and Mike St. Green will sit down with this season's #1 rookie draft pick, Tulsa running back Douglas Brown. Plus get a look at what's going on in Louisiana, where halfback Colin Hart is facing his former team, Sioux Falls. Part of our bonus coverage here today on Next Level Sports. It's all coming up at the half, ladies and gentlemen.
Guy says throw it to the tight end. Well, that time they line up the other tight end in the backfield and give it to Moses, but that time it didn't work out so well.
Not so well. A couple of nice plays out of the Tulsa defense here in recent time.
Arizona now hurrying to the line as we're fast approaching under a minute to go. Jackson over the middle again, and first.
5 throws over the middle for a first down.
They still have all 3 timeouts as we're now officially under a minute. The hurry-up is in vogue. Over the middle of the Owens. No, it's dropped. Incomplete. And it stops the clock with 52 seconds left.
He had to drop it. It wasn't going to be a first down. Hey, by the way, let's take a check in. This is part of the this is part of the broadcast where we like to ask the question, what the heck's going on with the Rick meter? Well, the Rick meter been furiously crunching numbers, burning up their slide rules, what have you, and to probably nobody's surprise, they're coming out with a lean Arizona here. Lean Arizona as we get into the last few seconds of first half.
Here's the throw to Moses, and he can't get out of bounds, and Arizona has to burn a timeout before 3rd and 9.
Is it just me, or is Tulsa kind of figuring?
Here's a look at the stats, and, well, they pretty much tell the story.
That's a good summation, Colin. I was about to say, am my eyes deceiving me, or is Tulsa's defense playing a little bit better here on this Arizona possession?
3rd and 9, Jackson over the middle, first down.
Just got to keep them out of the end zone, right? Going to still be a victory for Tulsa.
Post cut in between 3 people, and Connor Weston still hung on to the ball.
I know. DC, or Tulsa's going to have to clean up that coverage over the middle. They are getting killed by the Scorpions on that right now.
They go wing receiver to the left.
Oh, both
Jackson,
are open.
wide open is the tight end out there. But he didn't get out of bounds. He only picked up 2 yards.
Well, still got time. I could have been wrong, but I mean, Ashley Jackson may have missed the read. I thought that was going to be open in the corner of the end zone.
She goes again to the same guy, and Jay Hayden, and this time he goes out of bounds after picking up 2 more yards.
There's almost a functional spiking of the ball just to get some breathing, get a breather here.
3rd and 6.
Oh, this will be interesting.
Can
4
get a
wide
fir-
on the goal line.
They can get a first down at the 1.
Oh, I wanted to say that.
As Jackson, she tried to hit the curl. It's odd by the sticks, and it's incomplete. And Cliff Allen will come out for field goal attempt number 2.
And the Tulsa defense holds, forcing the field goal attempt.
Remember, Tulsa will get the ball first to start
I know.
the second half. They elected to kick.
If you're Arizona, are you cheeky and try the fake right here?
We
You already have a 3-score lead. It'll still be a 3-score lead after this, and you got to give Tulsa the ball to start.
Here's Allen's kick. It's good from 24.
Going old school, taking their points on the road, Colin.
Unlike that Brandon Staley guy for the Los Angeles Chargers. That guy goes for it on 4th down so often, I think my brain's going to explode after
Well,
that.
he went for it on 4th down on his own 20-something. Didn't make it. Gives up a touchdown in the subsequent possession. Ends up lose, they had to desperately play to tie when they might have won that game outright.
Manning gets tackled at the 26. Another game update from Louisiana from Cam and Mike. What do you got?
Thanks, Colin. First, Colin Hard. Now, Randy Squarebush, Mike.
Yeah, Cam, the number 1 pick is in this game, Douglas Brown, but Randy Squarebush, the other high-powered running back in this year's draft, first career touchdown, and Louisiana's up 14-0.
He's rowing that boat down the bayou. Back to Colin and Rick for the end of the first half from Tulsa.
And it looks like the Desperados are just going to be content to run out the rest of this clock while they try to figure out how to put at least some kind of points on the board.
And big Saliki defense.
Let's go to the 8 p.m. music halftime report with Cameron Irvine and Mike St. Green. After these commercial messages, you're watching the SFL presented by 8 p.m. Music.
Welcome to the APM Music Halftime Report along with Mike St. Green. I'm Cameron Irvine. 20-0 is your halftime score. Arizona all over Tulsa. I don't think that we expected Tulsa to put up a goose egg. They had a really great offseason as a coaching staff and have kind of come out a little slow. Mike, your first half thoughts?
Yeah, they got off to a pretty slow start here, but credit Arizona for a lot of that. They've pretty much kept Tulsa's offense off the field, so we have not seen a lot of the first overall pick, Douglas Brown. They've been totally dominant, pretty much offensively. Ashley Jackson has been extremely efficient and accurate in his first half. She's gotten everyone involved. We've seen TJ Punk make several catches, and running game has helped her out tremendously. DJ Moses with a couple of touchdown runs, and they pretty much kept Tulsa's offense off the field. And now we see a 20-0 first half lead.
What have you seen out of Ryan Owens, Connor Weston in the first half? They look like they've been integrated nicely after the shocking retirement from the Hands brothers, James and Donnie, this offseason.
Yeah. Connor and Ryan, they've done a great job of filling in and coming in and getting acclimated to the way they do things in Arizona. And in a lot of ways, it does not surprise me to see what we've seen out of Connor Weston here early in this game. His rookie season, he had 90-plus catches with the Portland Fleet. So coming over here to Arizona and filling in that role, he seems to be fitting in pretty nicely.
Well, you mentioned Douglas Brown, 7 carries, 28 yards at the half, and he hasn't looked bad, but just haven't seen the Tulsa offense get consistently moving. But Mike and I did sit down with Doug earlier this week to talk about the draft and all that went into it and everything that he's got going on in the SFL. Let's take a listen to our first People Behind Players segment of the season. Number 1 overall rookie draft pick, running back Douglas Brown out of Tulsa. With us today on our first People Behind Players segment of Season 18, it is the SFL's number 1 draft pick of Tulsa, Douglas Brown. Thanks for joining the program, Doug.
Yeah, thanks for having me. Excited to be here.
Hey, Douglas, man, glad you could join us today. The first guest of the season, the first-round draft pick of this year's draft, as Cam just mentioned. As I was watching the draft, man, I saw you there celebrating with your family and friends. That's always one of the unique things that you can see around the league. I remember Ace Fennick when he was drafted out. He was with a bunch of family and friends. Butch Manor, he was here with, we were all here together on draft day a couple of seasons ago. What was that like, man, sharing that day, with family and friends as you was taking number 1 overall?
It was humbling, but also a very exciting moment of my life. I'd probably say out of my entire life, probably a top 5 moment. I really, wasn't sure what to expect going number 1. I definitely did not think I was going to cry, which I did. And
wow. Thank you for admitting that.
Yeah, I was in a spot where I was surrounded by, family and friends in Galena, Illinois. And I received tons of support. It was awesome. So yeah, definitely goes down as a top 5 memory so far.
Well, that is so great to hear, and so great that the SFL was able to, to give you a moment like that. And you waited a long time for that moment. Most people on national television, they're just getting to know you now, Doug, but we've known you for a long time. You played 3 seasons in the minor leagues. You waited a year and a half for this opportunity. Some people thought you might be going to Denver last season when they picked up Bailey O'Shaughnessy, but now here you are in Tulsa. Can you put into perspective what the journey has been like for you thus far?
Man, honestly, the journey is just getting started. Obviously being in the pros is a lot different than the minors, but really, just being consistent, showing up every day, being a part of the team and in the locker room, that really kept the Doug train going at the end of the day. And now since I'm, in the league and a part of Tulsa, the real work starts now, and I'm excited.
And Douglas, tell us a little bit about the SimPod show. I mean, you guys have pretty much made a big splash on the SFL. You kind of came out of nowhere, and the next thing you know, you guys one of the the biggest podcasts out there that the community loves to watch and hear about. How did that all come about, and do you think that kind of fast tracked the 3 of you guys as part of that show to be a huge part of the SFL community.
Yeah, the sim pod is something I'm very proud of with Benny and with Potty. It started out with Benny and I wanting to get more involved in the SFL. And in the very beginning, in episodes 1 through 10, probably we were getting called out not knowing who players were or what the team logos were. And, we've come a long way. We put a different spin on the SFL, think of Barstool Sports, very similar to that. And I don't want to say it fast tracked, but, it definitely helped my journey to get drafted in the SFL. And, yeah, we're glad to be a part of the other content creators. If you haven't checked it out, Netma and Tyler Falk hosted the first ever content creator roundtable this past Saturday. Definitely check it out. It was a lot of fun.
Doug, you are the SimPod is very fun. You guys keep it light. You keep it funny, and you kind of keep everything about what we're doing here in perspective. We're not talking about $1 million contracts and crazy logistics and legalese and things like that. We're just a bunch of guys trying to get a little piece of the spotlight. Is that kind of the idea behind SimPod? I know that you have a grand vision of what the SFL is and what it means to you. So does the show kind of personify that?
The show's just a piece to that puzzle. And as the SFL grows, the rest of, the content creator world within the SFL will grow as well. And like I said earlier, just happy to be a part of the journey and, to be involved.
What does Doug do outside of the football field? We I don't think many people know much about you outside of, you handed out a bunch of koozies to random strangers in League City when we were down at the convention, and it was awesome just watching people walk around with SimPod stuff, and people would say they didn't even put their number or their way to contact them on these things. No one knows what they are, and he said, that's kind of the point. But Douglas Brown outside of the SFL, what's his story?
Yeah, I'm a workaholic. I like to work. Benny and I own our own search firm, executive search firm. So we place candidates at the director level and above with tech companies, pre-IPO startups, and we do that within the sales, HR, and tech function. So when I'm not on the field, I'm working and trying to be better each day. 1% better each day. Is a mantra from, I believe, Chris Rojic. Oh man, I'm butchering his name. I cannot remember. But his mantra was get 1% better every day. And that's something that I like to live by. And yeah, when I'm not on the field, I'm glued to my computer.
Well, Doug, thank you so much for joining us here so we could get a chance to know our new #1 draft pick. And Tulsa's hoping that they hit big. And good luck today in the rest of this game against Arizona.
I appreciate it. Thanks for having me, guys.
Hey, good luck today, Doug.
Doug was great to talk to, and after all that time waiting to get picked, he's a little emotional. I get a little emotional every time a dog's on a movie. I don't know what about you, Mike, but Doug's a great guy, and we'll see if he can get his first career touchdown in the second half. Okay, over in Houma right now, Houma, Louisiana, just south of New Orleans, 21-0. Louisiana's on top of Sioux Falls. Both Squarebush and Hart have a touchdown. This two-horse thing is working over in Louisiana, at least here in Week 1.
Yeah, Cam, it looks good right now. Colin Hart definitely not taking it easy on his old teammates there, averaging over 10 yards a carry. As you mentioned, has a receiving touchdown. Randy Squarebush, he's looked very solid in his first game here today, and a few carries that he's gotten, 15 yards and a touchdown, as you mentioned. And Tommy Utah's looked great in this first half. They look very efficient, taking care of business. And Sioux Falls, they're struggling on offense right now, but we can see if they can get things going here before half.
20-0 Tulsa down at the half in our game here on Next Level Sports. They will get the ball to start the second half. We'll see what JQ, Douglas Brown, and that young Tulsa offense that's trying to get moving. We'll see if they can give Arizona a game here in the second half. We'll be back to wrap things up after the game is over. Me and Mike back to Colin and Rick after this from Greenwood District Stadium. This has been the APM Music Halftime Report.
Welcome back to Greenwood District Stadium in Tulsa, Oklahoma. The hometown Desperados need to get some points on the board. They're down 20-0, but they get the ball first to start the second half. Colin Northrup, Rick Northrup, Mark Mello, and
Jim Copeland.
on stats. And Gabriel Manning on the return to the 28.
Well, let's see what kind of adjustments the Tulsa Brain Trust has thrown in for the third quarter, Colin. Clearly not what anybody was expecting, this broadcast crew included, that Tulsa would still not be on the board. What up?
Let's see what JQ is cooked up on his right arm. His first pass is knocked away, incomplete. Everett Garrison, who has the interception, knocked it away. Pass intended for Gabriel Manning.
That's really good coverage. We'll probably get another look at it here. He comes over to make the play. Actually did get beat. The ball arrived a little late, yeah. Or he could have aired it out a little bit, let him run underneath it. Well, second and 10.
Ball on the 28. 4 wide. Douglas Brown in the backfield. And the first overall pick gets it, and he nearly gets the first down. They say he'll credit him with 7 yards, 8 yards on the play. It'll be 3rd and 2.
8 yards, hoping they were going to give him 9er. Get that call off the walkie-talkie. Yeah, Douglas Brown of halftime show interview fame. Met Douglas at the convention this summer. Great guy.
And he gets the first down on 3rd and 2. He powers his way. Has to get 2 linebackers to bring him down.
And he's got to take a little tour through the Arizona defensive huddle area, rejoining his own huddle.
I don't know if that's the.
So, you know, just a little attitude. A little attitude.
Here's to get to Brown again, and this time.
I got clothesline. That's actually an illegal play or a foul.
Joey Tropicana on the tackle.
No flag on the play. Hey, we haven't had any flags at all in this game, have we, Colin?
No, we had not.
Yeah.
Joey Tropicana, 72 tackles, 16 pass deflections, second most in the SFL.
Well, we'll probably
last year.
Probably get one soon now that we talked about it.
Second and 10. Here's Douglas Brown. It's the Douglas Brown show. Makes a spin move, and Tropicana meets him again. Pickup of 6 yards, set up 3rd and 4.
Wow. Tropicana, not just for breakfast anymore. It's for the second half. Nobody gets that unless they're 40 years or older.
2 tight ends, balance line, I formation. Douglas Brown to deep back. They give it to. He's through the hole. Great block by Stephen McMichaels. Springs Brown to the first down.
After a janky pass play on the pass on the first play, it's Douglas Brown show. And why not?
Stephen McMichaels, who played tight end last year in San Diego, moved back to fullback, was originally a part of these Desperados. Will lead the way again for Douglas Brown, who picks up 3 more yards for his credit.
Yeah, keep running. Make them stop you.
10 carries, 43 yards, along with 4 receptions for 18 yards. 11 carries, 46 yards, actually. This will be carry number 12 for Brown. Has to weave his way through traffic, picks up the first down. Yes, they give him forward progress, even though he went backwards. Mercy.
He does. You know, they're going to keep Arizona's throwing 2 safeties, 2 over on all their defensive formations. I think Tulsa's just deciding, well, we're going to keep running, but if you bring one of those safeties down, then maybe we'll throw.
Now they go 3 wide. And again, they still run. This time, Brown picks up only 3 yards. He's now up to 14 carries to Sean Moore on that attack.
For 60 yards. Slowly improving that per play average, per carry.
Now it looks like they're going to throw as they line up in the shotgun. Unless they have a shotgun run out of this formation.
Right.
Here's Q back to throw. Fires downfield, one-hand. Oh, Corey Jones almost had it one-handed, but it was knocked out of his hands. Incomplete, sets up a 3rd and 7.
I don't know. They're going to have a different concept because if we get another look at this. Look how many white shirts are around this ball. Half the defensive unit is there within a heartbeat or 2.
Shawn Allen was the guy who knocked it loose. Patrick Kelly says he admits he's a fan of Tropicana orange juice. Young man.
He gets it.
Young man from Kansas.
Young man from Kansas. Wins himself a exciting home version of the Rick and Colin game calling show.
As the throw is incomplete, but we have a flag down. Pass again intended for Jones, but let's check the flag. We have a defensive holding penalty against the defensive back for Arizona, number 21, Rashawn DeCage, the backup free safety. So before the pass was thrown, somebody got a handful of teal jersey.
I like this formation.
They're going to throw out of it. And this is the 3rd tight end over the middle. Let's go to the SFL studios with Mike St. Green and Cameron Irvine for a game break.
Nice call. And Mike, Sioux Falls was poised to make this a 2-score game going into the half, but the field goal uprights are undefeated.
Yeah, Cam, Sioux Falls here trying to score before the half and get back into this ball game, but Jasto Black misses us off the upright, and Louisiana's now driving, trying to take advantage of that missed opportunity.
And Tulsa is in the red zone. Doink. Back to Colin and Rick.
As the great John Madden would have said, that's louder than a doink. As Douglas Brown takes this counter hand off to the 13 for a first down while that update was being read.
Yeah, that's great. Thanks for handling a little bit of the play-by-play on the exit of your game break, Cam. Appreciate that. Let's see what Tulsa cooks up for a red zone look.
Cute. Well, fire. Oh, France almost had it, but Parker Thomas was the man in the neighborhood. Number 42 knocked that away.
It wasn't a beautiful day in his neighborhood, as he can't haul that one in. Would have been a short game, but it still advances the ball. Color me not impressed with that particular play design.
Again, they got 3 tight ends. Swing it out to Stephen McMichaels, who catches it behind his back. Sets up a 3rd and 7 at the 10. Tackle made once again by Sean Moore.
I always think in this range, in the red zone, you've got an interesting opportunity to make the defense choose with somebody deep in the end zone and somebody underneath, maybe in front of the goal line. And I'd like to see them try that. 2 different types of drag routes. They're going to get it
They
here.
go an outcut touchdown,
Yeah.
Corey Jones.
Yeah, nothing fancy. Leonard Skinner called, said they like that.
And it's now 20-6 on the little touchdown pass of 10 yards from Jake Hugh to Corey Jones.
And that nothing fancy touchdown play is brought to you by Leonard Skinner Real Estate out of Jacksonville, Florida. Nobody really gets that unless they're not your own.
Brooke Beisel to try the extra point. And this is straight and true. So with 5:22 to go in the third, his opening possession, it chewed up a little. My fuzzy math says. As you're watching the Simulation Football League presented by AP Music on Next Level Sport. Well, the home team has made things interesting by getting on the board. It's now 20-7, and let's see that well-rested Tulsa defense. What adjustments they have in store.
Tulsa brings it back into a two-possession game range. A critical possession, critical defensive stand for Tulsa here. If they can prevent Arizona from matriculating down the field and get the ball back in short order, I believe Tulsa would like to put their offense back out there and see what else they can do, Colin.
Here's Jackson, hard play action fake. And the man wide open, that's Weston. He gets escorted out of bounds after a pickup of 7.
And my continuing life goal to educate people about older cultural references. Shout out to Will Todd for the Freebird reference. People may or may not know Leonard Skinner was Ronnie Van Zant's phys ed teacher in high school that he did not like. Named his band Leonard Skinnerd.
Oh, is that why they named the band? I never knew. It's tackled for a short loss on the play by Alberto de Mora.
The term trolling hadn't been invented in the early 70s when that band was on the rise, but that's what they were doing by naming their band after Mr. Skinner.
Here's a throw out of bounds, and they mark Weston a chest hair short, only 4 inches from their own 34.
I was about to comment that Tulsa was making it a little too easy for Arizona here.
Ryan Garcia on for his first punt of the day.
Well, what do you know? Watch the snap. It's perfect.
Ooh, but they nearly got a defender. Fair catch called by Manning at his 31.
A little bit of a leaky blocking scheme there by your Arizona Scorpions, Colin.
And the Desperados had a 16-play drive last time, covering more than 72 yards. Manning only 1 catch for 13 yards. He has been targeted 4 times, however. This man's starting to heat up a little bit, though. Douglas Brown picks up 4 yards. So you see the running back comparison there. Moses may have the touchdown, but Brown is starting to get the yards, and as a consequence, yards per carry average up.
Yeah, the left-handed complement is Douglas Brown is heating up, as you said. But it's kind of the only thing working for him right now.
Q in the gun. Throws over the middle. Oh, it's dropped. And it looks like Jason France is hurt.
Oh, no.
Oh, Jason France took a wicked shot from Sean Moore. And, JQ he's not feeling too good. He saw his buddy go down hard right there.
Oh, he just landed awkwardly. Right? It looked like his, I'm going to guess it's his right arm or shoulder. Excuse me, left.
Again, the numbers for Manning had 81 receptions, was well within the top 20, 703 yards, 5 touchdowns, 8 yards per reception. Here's Douglas Brown on the carry, and Brown will get stopped at about 38. That was 3rd down. It'll be 4th and 3 as a result.
Well, that France drop really hurt them, and Arizona was ready for the Douglas Brown show. So, dueling of the punters. Right here within the last 7 plays.
First, Miles Gibson goes down. Now, Jason France. Training staff for the Desperados going to be busy. Don't you think it's TJ Punk calls for the fair catch?
Working their SFL magic. Indeed. Arizona's going to be content to trade punts the rest of the way.
There's Moses, 15 carries, 60 yards on the day.
The fans and the broadcast team will not be excited about a punting fest, so let's see what happens. There you
There's
go.
Moses tackled in the backfield for a loss of 1. Jane Swift, who also doubles as this team's defensive coordinator, according to TFL back there. Bunch formation. Jackson to throw, floats it, caught by Weston. His 7th catch by Mike.
6, 7, no 8, no 10. Very effective weapon for Arizona so far this game, Colin.
Running in the corner route, just found a seam in the zone, and boom, the ball's there.
Yeah, well done by Ashley Jackson, who had a monster first half. Her first half was a lot of quarterbacks' whole game.
Empty back. Quick drop. Slant over the middle. Will Todd makes it look easy and picks up 9.
Visit the SFL website at simulationfl.net for links to apparel from Sector 6, the official apparel provider of the Simulation Football League, and SFL mini helmets from 97 Sports Promotions. Sector 6 features replica team jerseys and completely customized jackets, flags, t-shirts, and more. Get the gear the fans wear with Sector 6, 97 Sports Promotion, and the SFL.
Moses trying to find a way outside. Almost got the first down anyway, but he was held up just enough because he was looking for an outside hole. There he stopped near the line of scrimmage, although they'll mark it 3rd and inches.
Just more on the merch. Colin's Bat Cave at his own world headquarters has a lot of that, including a couple helmets, a flag, got jerseys, and there's a first down.
Again, DJ Moses picks up the first down with ease. And the Tulsa 43 as we're now under a minute to go in the quarter.
Good quality items. That's all the stuff you've gotten from Sector 6 and 97 Sports Promotions has been, as Cousin Eddie would say, are good quality items there.
Indeed.
I don't know. I'm keep track of your Indeeds. That's like 4th or 5th one. We're just playing Indeed bingo.
Pickup of 1 on the play.
Don't shake your fist at me.
As Philadelphia Collins records the tackle.
Oh, Phil Collins. Why did I not get that? And of course, Philadelphia was where Phil Collins, like he was at Wembley in London for Live Aid and then took the Concorde over and ended up at the Philadelphia version of it.
Jackson going deep, and that could have got there. But Dano Wright with the deflection. End of the 3rd quarter, 20-7 Arizona. You're watching SFL, presented by APM Music on Next Level Sports. Welcome back to the home of the Tulsa Desperados, Greenwood District Stadium. They're down 20-7. They need to stop here if they want to remain in this game.
Yeah, they do. They need the ball back and a score before too much time bleeds out of the fourth quarter. Uh-oh.
Oh, first down catch made by Connor Weston.
APM Music is unrivaled music to bring your stories to life, inspiring every production with the world's most robust and constantly refreshed music collection, state-of-the-art technology, and world-class customer service. APM Music is the official soundtrack of the Simulation Football League. To explore their library and to find the perfect tracks for your projects, visit apmmusic.com, apmmusic.com.
Connor Weston has been on fire today. 8 targets. He's caught all 8 balls thrown his way. Here's DJ Moses on the carry. Moses gets stopped at the 14. Boy, that third down stop, especially if you're Tulsa, that had to break your back.
That was disheartening for them, for sure, buddy.
Rivera in front of Moses in the offset eye. Linebacker shifting opposite side. Arizona runs the other way. Juke move Moses in for the end zone. Touchdown Arizona is third of the day.
There's another Scorpion having a heck of a game. DJ Moses now, Colin.
He's found the promised land not once, not twice, but 3 times.
The first Moses to be allowed in the promised land. All right, everybody should get that.
9:57 left in this game, and it'll now be a 20-point deficit once again.
So excited to visit the promised land. He went back 2 more times.
There's a look at the stats. Only 78 rushing yards, but he's ended up in the end zone 3 times. Third down efficiency, 9 of 13 for Arizona, 5 of 9 for Tulsa. And you look at Tulsa's numbers, they're not terrible either. It's just Arizona's been otherworldly, especially through the air.
Yep. Jackson's been carving them up on the medium to deep routes over the middle, and I think that's a big part of the story, and that's helped free up DJ Moses to do his damage.
Three wide receivers, 2 to the bottom of your screen, 1 to the top. Hugh with a 6-step drop, fires it out to Douglas Brown. Brown makes a couple man miss and carries a few defenders very close to the first down marker. Picks up about 8 yards. Wherever you're viewing this game from, if you're enjoying the commentary that you're hearing coming from your television screen, we appreciate it.
Or your computer, your desktop, or handheld device. Hey, I'm an effing problem. How's it going, buddy? Hey, thanks for the comments in the chats on the Mr. Moses.
They only picked up 1 yard. They needed 2 on that second down, and it'll be a 3rd and 1. Fullback out of the backfield. That didn't work so well, and that will be 4th and 1. Trying to get the ball to Stephen McMichaels out of the backfield.
I was going to say, I can't be the only one to think of DJ Moses in the Promised Land. Happy to bring that to the people. In these, we should put that in the stone tablet. Carve it in stone.
Another punt from Tulsa. Not what they needed, and that was blocked.
Good coverage there by the Desperados. I want to see if their defense can force a fairly quick punt. Colin?
Yeah, they have to. Down by 20. 3 men in the backfield. Here's to get to Moses, the third man through. Another TFL by Philadelphia Collins.
My buddy Tom Rahman. Yeah, thanks. That's just normally me. Enjoying football and free associating. Now we're getting a little change of the action here at the line of scrimmage, Colin.
Jackson. Oh, that was nearly intercepted on the play by number 49, Travis Arthur. We set up a 3rd and 9 from the 25. Jackson. Medium drop back. Fires! Nearly intercepted. And it Nate Hetzlaub right in the hands, and that's the first pass in the direction of Connor Weston that he does not catch. High snap. Ooh, nearly blocked again. That's called by Manning at his 40. JQ, 17 of 29, or 127 yards. 1 touchdown and 1 interception. Here's the throw in the middle. Manning with the catch to the Arizona 45, only his 2nd of the day.
Watch this near disaster in the backfield as he drops almost right into a halfback there who doesn't get out of the way or was supposed to go block or something. I'm pretty sure standing in the QB's drop zone was not part of that play design.
That's probably the rookie Douglas Brown. He'll correct that for next week, I'm sure.
Well, you know, I didn't get a number on him, so I don't want to say it was or wasn't, but there's a mix-up there. Oh,
Jason France. Ooh. Sean Moore.
9
Making
weeks.
people hurt physically.
Bringing the hurt. Broke the man. Broke him. Broke his toy. Play nice. Actually, it looked like he fell oddly on his arm. I don't know that was his fault at all.
Douglas Brown stopped after a pickup of 1. Third and 9. Q, quick drop. Oh, that's not going to get it done. That's over the middle of Hume, and they're sending out the punter.
Come on. It's go time.
No. No.
Uh-oh. I'm not even going to look at the chat. Oh, nearly got it blocked, too, on the way.
I bet there's a breaking of some TVs right now in Oklahoma for the people that are watching. They're Desperado supporters that are not
So
in the stadium.
That they were on their plus 40 something,
Yeah.
and they're going to have a net 20 something yard punt, 24, 25 yard punt. Not cool. Not cool. Hey, shout out to the league, the SFL news and the crawler and all the information that's coming up on there is really awesome. No?
Yeah, it's
God,
really great work. Cameron Irvine, he puts in long hours as DJ Moses tackled there for a loss.
Yep, and all of the people that helped make the league go. But I'm enjoying that quite a bit. Very helpful. What do you got over there, Colin? I see Colin desperately scrolling through the giant stat sheet. Thank you, Jim Copeland and Mark Mello, for keeping that down as Arizona threatens to pick up a first down, but is stopped short.
It's 3rd and 3 from their own 27. Clock running now under 5 minutes to go. Fast approaching under 4. Largest home margin defeat for Tulsa was 45 points. That was back in 17 against Atlanta, 48-3. This one is 20, so it's a little bit closer. Moses picks up the first down at a 34. Philadelphia Collins again on the tackle. Let's go to Cameron Irvine and Mike St. Green in the SFL studios for a game break.
Thank you, Colin. Mike, Louisiana running away with this one.
Yeah, Cam, Colin Hart and Squarebush have been solid on the ground, but Tommy Utah with his 3rd touchdown pass right here to B.E. Robo, and they're up big.
We're going to go 1-0, 3:45 left. We'll go to that game for bonus coverage if time allows. Now back to Colin and Rick from Greenwood District.
Tommy Utah putting on an aerial display in a day where both of his tailbacks are sharing the spotlight between them.
So uncharacteristically for the SFL, we've got two teams look to be cruising to a fairly easy victory at the same time here in the same window. As you've been enjoying Ashley Jackson and her Arizona Scorpions stepping out to a 27-7 lead here.
Jackal made on the play by Carson Miller, who now has 5 total tackles now, 4 solo, 1 assist. If you're just joining us, Miles Gibson got hurt early with an elbow, and then Jason France, #1 tight end for Tulsa, he got hurt with a fractured arm.
He got broke.
3rd and 8, Jackson over the middle, knocked down by Ricky, incomplete. That time the middle doesn't work, pass intended for Ryan Owens.
Hey, coverage of the Simulation Football League on Next Level Sports continues next Saturday, January 22nd. The London Knights will meet the Lone Star Glory across the pond in the United Kingdom home opener at 12:30 p.m. in the East. Then it's a battle in the air as Carolina Skyhawks meet the San Diego Mavericks at 2:45 p.m. in the East. Bonus coverage includes this Tulsa team at Las Vegas and Los Angeles at Vancouver. Visit NLSC.com to find Next Level Sports in your area.
Fair catch called by Manning. Clock stopped at 2:22 to go. Ball will be on the Desperado 31.
Well, Tulsa's going to have some to do during the week, Colin, with JQ and the offensive boys losing the tight end, as you said, to a broken arm. And things just aren't really working that well so far in this game.
Douglas Brown hauls it out of bounds. Pick up of 1.
Don't want to call it, with a couple minutes still to play, but this just in from the Rick meter. The Rick meter is full on Arizona. No surprise there. Rick Meter appreciates teams playing for its glory. The Rick Meter is delusional and feels that the SFL was organized for its benefit. Not true, but don't say that out loud in front of the Rick Meter.
King Rashid has been the one helping with stats along with Mark Mello. I want to give the young man his proper credit, the rookie corner.
Yeah.
Thanks for the assist. As Desperado's trying to get one more play in before the 2-minute warning. Stay well. But only a sec.
They're suddenly wishing they...
We've reached the 2-minute warning. Arizona in firm control, up by 20. You're watching the Simulation Football League presented by APM Music on Next Level Sports. Welcome back to
Greenwood.
Greenwood District Stadium here in Tulsa. 4th and 8, and the Desperados this time will stay on the field. They go for it on 4th down. JQ in the shotgun. He's to throw. Outcut. Manning has to go upfield, and he's still 2 yards short of the sticks. Eddie Gage with a fearsome tackle. Turnover on downs.
Eddie Gage, he's a dog, comes up and makes the stop, forcing the turnover. We'll see if Arizona runs, what kind of offense they'll be running here. Everybody still has their full complements of timeouts. They may be forced to try and get at least one first down, Colin.
Jackson under center. Will give off to Moses. This is the correct play. He'll be stopped at the line of scrimmage and airs the first timeout.
It's the beginning of the parade of timeouts. Coming up on the APM Music postgame update, if time allows, we'll send you out to the Bayou for bonus coverage of the Sioux Falls Sparrows and the Louisiana Revolution game. Cameron Irvine and Mike St. Green will then break down the late afternoon contests and preview Monday's SFL on NXT doubleheader in celebration of the SFL's diversity, honoring the great Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. It's all coming up on the postgame update.
Here is the give. This is to the backups now. The backups are now in. This will be 3rd and 5. And On the carry for Arizona is London Gage.
Of course, you won't get Cam and Mike and bonus coverage until you receive the expert analysis and commentary from Colin and myself immediately following this game.
This is Justice Fields at quarterback. He gives off to Gage again. And he's just short of the sticks. Looks to be a field goal attempt coming up for Arizona. As Ashley Jackson's day is done, she is now finishes 31 of 40, 295 yards. No touchdowns, but no interceptions. DJ Moses, 86 yards and 24 carries, 3 touchdowns, along with 7 grabs for 34 yards.
I was noticing the SFLM is back in Albuquerque and Lincoln. Colin, did you see that?
Yeah, some reshuffling going on as Cliff Allen on for the field goal.
Hey, there
It's
you
good.
go. Not bad.
His third made field goal.
I happened to have the pleasure of driving through and visiting both Lincoln and Albuquerque last summer. What do you know? I may or may not have been on a secret mission from the league to scout those cities, but nobody can say for sure.
That's a 46-yard field goal made. Third field goal of the day for Cliff Allen. Gabriel Manning now will return to kickoff and get tackled at the 26. No timeouts, probably the backups in for Arizona, but still some good opportunity to work for JQ and the rest of them.
Right, this is the part of the game where they just want to get something going, try and iron out some kinks to the extent they can on this possession, Colin. Set themselves up for a good week of practice and a better showing next week.
Here's Manning.
There you go.
Spins, jukes, cuts, doesn't get out of bounds, but picked up the first down. Q in the gun. Has to look deep. Floats over the middle.
Ooh.
Dropped by Manning.
Well
He tried to dive for that ball, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, well defended there, too. I think he was also struck from behind just as the ball was arriving. Let's get a better look at it here. And no, he just out of reach. I think it's a little extra business after he hits the ground.
2nd and 10, 1:13 left. There's Garrison on the sidelines. I think they called most of the backups in now. Looks like.
Pump fake. There's a flag.
And Jim Copeland Jr. makes the catch. His first of the day.
JCJ.
But we'll check the flag.
Holding, number 30.
It's defensive holding, and the Desperados will take the penalty as Dollar is called for the infraction.
I've lost track of the penalties because there's only been, what, 2? Maybe 3?
2, 3 penalties?
Yeah. Two on Arizona. If there's been more, I couldn't tell you. Fairly clean game.
There's the numbers for Manning. 53 yards on 5 grabs, 7 targets. Q. On the middle.
Oh.
Incomplete, DJ. You and the intended receiver.
And I think he was complaining his forward progress was impeded illegally, but no flag.
Illegally.
2nd and 10 from 45.
No flag, no help from R62.
2nd and 10. Clock stops in front of sticks. Has to go backwards to Manning. He'll lose 6 yards.
Oh,
I don't know what happened on that. There was a short circuit somewhere.
What in tarnation?
Let's check this out one more time. He just
Oh.
he just ran straight back.
Coming back for the ball and then wanders out of bounds. As Vince Lombardi once famously said,
What the heck's going on around here? Third and 16. Over the middle, Copeland on the reception. It'll be marked 2 yards short of 6. It'll be 4th and 2. We're now officially under a minute to go. Slants. Copeland again, first down. Now they'll line up to spike the ball with 34 seconds left.
gives them a chance to catch their breath, gather their thoughts, call 2 plays in the huddle, right? Am I right? Oh, a little hitch in the giddy up right there.
2nd and 10, clock stop, 34 seconds left. Out route to Manning. They said he wasn't in bounds. It'll be 3rd and 10 with 32 ticks up this time.
Hey, this from the controller. We won't be having bonus coverage at the end of this game. We'll go through our post game, have a commercial, and then back to the SFL studios. So stay tuned for all that. Appreciate everybody's patronage today. It's always a pleasure to call games for everybody. Appreciate the opportunity.
Our new national TV partner, as that pass is hauled in by DJ Human. 23 and counting as there goes Q, hustles up to the line of scrimmage. And I say things look bright for Tulsa because Douglas Brown is 10 yards short of 100. The 90 yards and 20 carries.
Is that right? And
JQ is threw for 208 yards, 1 touchdown, but only 1 interception. This is a guy who had problems with the turnover bug last year, so here's hoping that stays.
Yeah, good that got
sorted.
that got cleaned up.
Q. Over the middle, knocked down. 13 seconds left. One of the backups in there.
Your discussion of turnover nearly conjured one there. What are you, a warlock?
No, I'm not a wizard.
How'd you do that?
3rd and 10 from the 20.
Everybody's hitting the end zone on this one. What do you bet?
Rainbows to the end zone indeed. 7-step drop. Rainbow to the end zone. Touchdown to Corey Jones, his second.
Right on the end line, too. And,
able to drag the second foot down. Nice job by Corey Jones. And for a guy
here's a
who
guy
had 2 touchdowns and all of last year, he's already matched that total with 2 today.
All right, nice job. How'd you say, Colin? They Desperados have some good pieces, and the potential emergence of Douglas Brown is going to be helpful. He probably would have had more yardage, but they didn't realize in the first quarter even, how much they were going to need him.
And the extra point is up and good.
Good job by the holder. Janky snap as it lays on the ground there. Picks it up, places it.
So be an attempt for an onside kick, which is good practice for the young lady doing the kicking duties for the Desperados season.
Yep. Nothing like a live in-game practice here on this. There it is.
It gets a bounce, and Arizona get it.
Arizona will kneel this one out, Colin, and go to 1-0. Start the 18th season off right for the Scorpions.
30-14 to fine.
The 18th SFL season.
And that's the game from Tulsa. Scorpions win 30-14. You're watching the SFL presented by APM Music on Next Level Sports post game coming up shortly.
Welcome back to Sim Football Postgame along with Mike St. Green. I'm Cameron Irvine. That's a wrap on SFL coverage today. Louisiana wins 34-12 over Sioux Falls, and Arizona takes care of business 30-14 against Tulsa. Here's what we've got going on. Monday, we've got a special Martin Luther King Jr. Day doubleheader. We start at 12:30 actually with Florida, San Diego, followed by Jacksonville and Portland at 3:30. So 12:30 and 3:30 kicks. What are you most looking forward to Monday, Mike?
What stands out to me, Cam, is that Florida and San Diego matchup. Florida, they've been a solid team for the past couple of seasons. Well, throughout their history mainly, but they've been really solid the past couple of seasons, just coming up short of making from getting to the championship game. In San Diego, they finished the season pretty solidly last season, getting their first win in the second half of that season and winning 4 games total. So I'm looking to see what San Diego's going to have to offer entering this season.
Tonight, we still got 2 games on the SFL family of networks, and I think it's going to be cold in Carolina, Mike. That northeastern storm is going to affect that game tonight against Vancouver, I think, and St. Louis, Vegas coming up as well. For all of us at the Simulation Football League, he's Mike St. Green now, and I'm Cameron Irvine, and we appreciate you catching us on opening day, season 18. We'll be back on Monday, and then have another doubleheader next Saturday as well. Same time, same place. Enjoy all of your sports. Enjoy your weekend. And stay warm. Stay healthy out there. Mike, any last words?
Well, Cam, this was opening day. They told me I was pretty dapper today. Just tune in Monday to see if I'm going to be just as dapper.
Oh, we are waiting with bated breath. That's it for us. For all of us at the SFL and Next Level Sports, I'm Cameron Irvine. Good night.